there's our first boss. Derek the Executioner. What's up, Derek? What are you doing, man? What are you doing? Go ahead and charge at me. Ah. I want to make sure I don't run out of stamina here. Keep my distance. Down he goes.
It's you. The man with the guardian spirit.
If I die, the secret of the stones dies with me.
Let me show you what these stones can do. Behold.
It's time for your execution.
Oh my god. You're a freaking monster. Although he still has the same attack, so you know, like, whatever. Oh my god, that still hit me. Oh my god, look! Time to use our living weapon ability.
Well done. Quite a feat. So this spirit shall guide me to the kingdom of gold.
Alright. That was our first boss fight. Ends, it's kind of cheap that it ends when you just had to use your living weapon, but it's alright.
The journey was not unenjoyable. During 2 years' voyage, the Helloff was lost. The trow sank, while the hope vanished without a trace. The good news of the Blythe Boatshap was nothing but lies. Only Leifta remained. An ironic twist. For what awaited us in the Far East wasn't love. It was monsters and death.
Alright, so that was the prologue of the game, which is just kind of setting up gameplay and everything. But now the game's going to be, I don't know. I was gonna say slightly different, but no, it's still going to be the same. Anyway, before I begin my preparations for landfall, I leaf once more through that curious book I had chanced upon. Oh my god. Recorded inside are the memoirs of a sailor who had once paid a visit to the land of Zipangu. Precisely how this document wound up in the hold of this ship when its author clearly belonged to the crew of a different boat is beyond me. But here I am, poring over its pages all the same. And not for the first time, this voyage, I might add. What fascinated me above all else were the memoirs' many accounts of Zipangu's diverse armor and weaponry. So this is weird. I guess it's kind of like setting up your character to how you want them to be. So we have sword, a single-handed sword, primarily a slashing weapon with a wide range of attacks. It can also be used for thrust and has a long reach. It's a well-balanced weapon that's easy to use, which I will be mainly using. Dual swords, a pair of swords, one held in each hand. A single blow from either blade lacks power, but they enable rapid consecutive attacks when used together. They make an excellent choice, a weapon when surrounded by numerous assailants. Spear, a long-handed weapon tipped with a blade. Its superior reach enables rangy, sweeping attacks. Okay, is rangy a word? Come on now. However, it will ricochet wildly if struck against a wall, making it a poor weapon for enclosed spaces. Axe, a weapon with a thick, heavy blade at one end. Its weight makes it a slow weapon to swing, but also gives it considerable power. Enemies find its attacks difficult to deflect. A weapon that combines this. Oh yeah, sorry. This is the one thing I need to read. The kusarigama. 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 Oh boy. Here we go with the. You didn't say that right from Flocker. A weapon that combines a sickle and weighted chain. Mastery of this unusable weapon requires a deep understanding of many special techniques. The sickle allows for quick strikes in close range, and the chain and weight can be thrown to add range to the weapon's offensive repertoire. I really like this weapon. I'm going to choose this one too. Odatsi. A sword with an elongated... Oh, hold on. Wait a second. These two were not in the original game when I got them. I do not know anything about the Odatsi or Tonfa. I don't think... Yeah, these two were not in the game when it first came out. So I think these might have been added for the DLC. So that's kind of interesting. Huh. Huh, that's... Okay. Odatsi. A sword with an elongated blade is a little slow to swing for an attack, but the wide range and tremendous power of the weapon makes up for it. Furthermore, this sword enables its wielder to switch stances during an offensive, allowing a high degree of freedom and fluidity using techniques together. Oh boy, this sounds like something where if you're good at a game, it might be good for you, so we'll have to definitely check it out at least. Tonfa, a pair of batons, each with a handle and one held in each hand. They allow for numerous high-speed skills and excel at whittling away an enemy's ki. While they make it easy to deal with incoming attacks, they can just as easily be used offensively. However, their limited range means the wielder must remain close to their opponents. Yeah, I'm not sure if I like the idea of that. So let's go ahead and choose sword, because definitely sword is my preferred weapon. The sailor from the memoir seems to have spent quite some time in Zipangu and succeeded in keeping in company of samurai. He writes in details of establishments in Zipangu called dojo, where people, including samurai, congregate for instructions in the martial disciplines. Just reading the sailor's vivid accounts, I feel as though I'm already there in the flesh, watching these warriors as they train. The samurai is master of many armaments and trains for combat in every imaginable scenario. If I were to use another weapon, which one would I choose? I can't... Bodies, that give me more defense. You know what? I think I might want to just stick with the spear for now, just as a starting weapon. But I definitely want to use a kusarigama whenever I get a chance, because those things are pretty cool, and I kind of like them. So let's stick with spear for now, because I'd rather have +1 body, just for purely the +1 body, which is I think defense, skill, stamina, strength, skill. Okay, yeah. So yeah, this is definitely for defense. The memoir also asserts that the samurai are knowledgeable in the martial arts. First, they know which fighting stance to use in each situation, high, mid, or low. Second, after each attack, they ready themselves for the next strike by focusing their ki, or inner energy. Third, once their ki is readied, the samurai can use purification techniques to rid the surroundings of malevolence. I can't say that word. I just can't. It's not possible for me. I know not how to explain it, but I feel as though I have some innate ability to grasp all these concepts, and have experimented many times with these techniques. Here, I'll try to say it again. No, I can't do it. Here, malevolence. See, I can't do it. That's just not a word that you hear in a everyday conversation. Thus, like, I forget how they pronounce it. The memoir states Zipangu is home to 8 million gods and other deities. Exactly how this figure was derived, I can only imagine. As I cast my gaze to the shore, I'm struck by the sensation that some mystical power has been keeping watch over me. It is an energy that reminds me of Saurusei. That's one I do know how to pronounce. I do know how to pronounce Saurusei. Because, funnily enough, Saurusei is an actual name. Believe it or not, like I've seen somebody named Saurusei before, and I'm just like, wow, I did not think that was like a real name. I pull out the memoir once more and survey each page until I arrive at the guardian spirit that best matches the force I'm sensing. Alright, so now we can choose our guardian spirit. Kato, a wolf and guardian spirit of a fire elemental, strengthens the attacking power of those in his protection. I think I want this one. Isonade, a Sark and Guardian Spirit of the Water Elemental, amplifies the ability of those in his protection to sense enemies. And Daiba Wasi, a Hawk and Guardian Spirit of the Wind Elemental, increases the evasive abilities of those in his protection. I don't know why. Oh, I guess that's like what you always have. But whenever you activate like Guardian Spirit, which is kind of what you do at the end of that first boss fight, you're always invincible, so it's always best to have a +1 strength. So I guess that's pretty good. I like the wolf. I like the doggo. Oh my god, yeah. Sword, spear, and oh, actually, oh yeah. I don't think you actually get these weapons when you first start. I think you're like completely naked. So I don't know what I was saying about wanting to start with a spear. So I don't think you have a choice of what you start with. It's just whatever you pick up. So +1 heart, body, and strength. Sounds good to me. Not like it really matters. If you're a first time player, recommend playing the tutorial. Do I want to do the tutorial? Kind of don't. But I need to get re-familiar with the game's finer points of his combat. Because for the first prologue area, combat was very straightforward. All you had was like heavy attack combo and light attack combo. That's it. This game has so much more to its combat. It's a lot to take in. Not just combat, but like just fighting in general. So I'll try to zoom through this real fast. Yeah, I know. Excuse me? What's going on? Okay. Quick attack, strong attack. Quick attack is fast, doesn't consume ki. Yeah. Why? Oh. I didn't have the sword selected. It was in my second slot. What's up, man? Alright, what do we got next? Lock on. Yep, I know about lock on. Very familiar with that concept. You are a terrible ninja. Then again, I kind of had a feeling he was supposed to be terrible. Dodge? Oh my god. How am I gonna dodge? Oh, there's somebody else? Oh, I have to guard. Okay. Guard. Alright, did it count now? There we go. I guess I had to officially block like that. Look at the stinky leg. Oh my god. Stance. Okay, here we go. This is important. Okay, so we have stances. Stances. This is the main combat thing of the game, and this is kind of like how you determine what to use in what different situations. So we have switch stance, which is RB, Y, X, and A. Well, I'm sorry. I'm on a PS4 controller, so that would be triangle, square, X. High stance it emphasizes attack power and it allows for powerful techniques. Of course, you don't really use high stance a lot because it's also going to be very slow. But at the same time, if you think you can pull it off and you know an enemy's patterns really well, that's a good time when you want to switch to high stance. Or if you're sneaking up on an enemy and he doesn't see you, that's a perfect time to do a high stance heavy attack as well. Mid stance is good for defense, has a wide range of techniques, and is easy to use. So that's kind of like the basic. They say it's good for defense, but it's also like a really good standard for just attacking, like a normal heavy attacks and normal light attacks. This all around pretty good. Low stance is good for dodging. Now this is an interesting one. It doesn't consume much ki and also maintains your guard as you move. So low stance has its own attacks, but its attacks that you use with low stance are kind of weak, I would say. So we got high stance, which is that's like so this is the fast attack for high stance, and that's like the power move, so it takes a while and it takes a lot of stamina, but obviously it's not bad. And of course we've seen medium attack, that's what we've been using, or mid stance. Lower stance, oh yeah, that's how you put away weapons. Low stance is interesting because it's something that's you specifically used for when you want to dodge. But I don't know. It's like it's good for attacking enemies that are low on the ground, like enemies that are smaller than you, I find. But having a stance completely used for dodging is pretty weird to me. So I don't know. I'll try to remember that, but it's weird to, like, in the middle of combat, to remember to switch to a stance, dodge, and switch back to a normal stance or something like that. So I don't know. It's a little bit. It's interesting. I probably won't be doing it that much. Low stance. Yeah, go ahead and attack me. Are you not gonna attack me so I can sew it off? All right. Low stance's power attack's pretty good. Nani? Yeah, I know mid stance. Alright, what else have we got left here? Oh, is it going to tell us about... Oh, key pulse, yeah. This is something that I need to work on. It's something very good to... it's something very good to basically learn. And I admit that I'm really bad at remembering to do this. Just because it's not hard at all. It's just that in the heat of battle, you just forget to do something like this. So you just press the stance button when blue lights gather around you after an attack. So basically, all it does is it just recovers your ki faster. It recovers your stamina faster. The amount varies based on your timing, and the maximum amount is determined by your stamina gauge. So it's like you attack a couple times. Here. So let me kind of explain to you a little bit. So when you attack, you obviously use up stamina, and when you do like combos, your little red bar increases. But when you see that little white line, they say to like look out for the blue lights around you. But also when you see that little white bar kind of fill in the red one, that lets you know that if you pull off a key pulse, that's how much stamina that you're going to recover like instantly. So we have that, or we could do there instantly. So and all it takes is just pressing the stance button like right away. But I never remember to do it like ever, and I really should, because it's super useful for getting your stamina back. But I just never remember. Oh, here's a good use for it. Like here's this like practical application. Yokai realm, another world born from the yokai. When you are in the yokai realm, your ki recovery speed is greatly reduced. Conversely, the powers of the yokai themselves are enhanced there. In order to purify it, you need to recover the maximum amount of ki from a successful ki pulse in the yokai realm. It also cleanses the defilement of the yokai realm from your person. So basically all that's saying is that whenever these little demons or something like that appear, they create these little circles of corruption, or whatever they're called. All you have to do, and so like when they're in it, they're stronger. When you're in it, your stamina doesn't recover very well. So all you really have to do, oh there we go, he's gonna do it again. So all I gotta do is just do a key pulse in it. Oh my god, why did you stab the ground? And yeah. All you do is a key pulse on it, and it completely dispels it. So is that everything? Oh, what the heck? Oh yeah, changing weapons. Yeah, I know how to do that. Change range weapons is up and down. Let's do a heavy attack with the axe. It's actually really good. It's actually a really good heavy attack. You gotta watch out when like it's really good. The problem is that like when enemies do it, you gotta watch out for that. Yeah, I did. Oh, you want me to change it again? Alright, what else? Oh my god. Shooting! Alright, shooting. Shooting is fun. Press RT while holding LT. Switch ammo types. Ready your range weapon. Yeah, so basically it's just like using a bow and arrow. And and some enemies have weak spots. Landing a hit on their... This is important. Landing a hit spot on their weak spot will deal greater damage and break their stance. The middle of the reticle will turn red when pointing at an enemy's weak spot. And the rest of the reticle will turn red the closer you are to an enemy. So, We have a flintlock and a longbow. So you hold down the left one to aim. You hold on L2 to aim, and oh yeah, you can switch what ammo you want to use. And we can do something like aim for heads. Does massive amount of damage. You can usually one-shot a lot of enemies like that. There are also guns, which are pretty powerful. So when we'll be getting ranged weapons, it'll be pretty good. Oh yeah, spirit stones. I know about item shortcuts. Like I think we're done. Like I want to be done with this now. Oh, give me all the souls. I did say souls, didn't I? Living weapons. Hey, there we go. Living weapons. When a guardian spirit Amarita gauge is full, press B and Y. Living spirit skills. While a living skill is active. Oh yeah, that's to do like a finishing move with it. Triggering a living weapon changes the health gauge and key gauge into the living weapon gauge. As long as the living weapon gauge is active, you are impervious to damage. In close combat, attacks inflict more damage. This is something that like I never remembered to do ever. I swear it must have been like 50% through the game before I remembered that I could do this. But it's just like a power boost. And again. Oh. Yeah. Cool. All right. Was that everything? I think that was. All right. That's everything. Yep. All right. Yeah, that tutorial goes on way too long, but it is very useful. So. Yep. Close. We're good. Let's go ahead and. The dinghies have been ready for us to make landfall. For all I have read in this country, nothing can truly prepare me for what now lies ahead. I put the memoir down and leave my cabin. And here we are at Kuroshima. Kuroshima is a tiny island off the coast of Usuki in the Kyushu Bungo province. There's little in the way of usable land, with coastline rapidly giving way to cliffs and mountain. Clinging to its edge is their smallest of fishing village, its residents eking out subsistence farming on plots carved out from the hills. Their frugal life stands in stark contrast to the village elder, whose opulent mansion perches atop the island's tallest peaks, strangely oversized for the small island which it overlooks. April of 1600, Usuki. Alright, and I think that's where I'll probably leave it off for now. Thanks for everybody for watching, and we will continue with more of this. So hopefully people are going to be interested in this. I know that Nioh wasn't really well received when it came out because people kept comparing it to Dark Souls, even though it is like Dark Souls, but it's still its own thing, and it's like really fun. So. We'll go ahead and pray the shrine over here. And we have skill points that we can level up with. Well, I guess we can't because we need 250 and we only have 100 Amrita. So we'll go and do all that next time. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys later.